Hey guys, Sean again, Custom Offsets TV on YouTube. Today we got my 03 Chevy Avalanche 1500. First build we ever did. It's 6-inch lift, it's got 33's, got big ass bolts in the fenders. Let's go.
So big in the windows black, got the light bulb lit up, double chromed out stacks. Yeah, we love to get them dirty, but still they so clean. Custom Offsets, Team Stance is the team, we on top of it now. We ain't never gonna fade, so you better get ready for taking over the game.
Okay guys, like I said, this was one of our first builds ever. So this will take a little while because we're gonna basically go through everything front to finish. Front to back, start to finish. So if you look at suspension, we just did a 6-inch rough country lift, which you can barely even see anymore because it's got so much Scorpion Bedliner and other products on there. We built this truck, shit Junior, 5 years ago I think. It's got like 100,000 or 200,000 miles on it now. It's definitely been through the ringer and back. She's done a little off-roading. We broke some stuff. Speaking of broke, them down to 20 bucks, Junior. If you look at the wheels, we got the 20x12 Moto Metal MO962. You can see it's got a little over 5-inch lip. It's damn near a 6-inch lip. That's 12 wide, negative 44. You can see this is the black with the machined edges with milling. And then it's got the milling all the way around. Little curb rash from Taco Bell. And then we're running the Federal Couragia 33 12.5. So they're 33 tall, 12.5 wide. You can see it's a big luggy tire. We kind of wanted that for that off-road look on this one. I have no idea how many miles they're on the tires. It'd have been a good one to tell you, but honestly lost track. This thing's had so many different wheel and tire packages on it, it's a little bit crazy. As far as trimming, with the 33's in the 6-inch lift, you basically just have to take out some of this edging. This was my first trim job ever, so it's not the absolute cleanest. I probably could have pulled that forward or pulled this out, took the metal back, and then moved it back with a heat gun. And instead I just got in there and started chewing at it. So this would definitely look like a rookie one because 5 years ago that's exactly what I was. You can see I used a fork or a spoon perhaps to trim the front. Maybe a dare chisel. I don't know, it looks good though. Thank God we've gotten better at that, but that was how we used to make them fit. We'd just start hitting it with shit and see if it would make room. So that's wheels, tires, suspension. Like I said, it's a 6-inch. Let's next do lighting. So we've completely replaced the upper markers in the lower headlights. The lower fog lights are all just Amazon cheapo updates just to kind of clean them up because the old ones were pretty faded from 03. You can see we got the 6-inch dual bars in the back. I was being attacked, Junior. I live. And those are basically replacing the tow hooks. So we took out the tow hooks and then came in from the inside and just screwed right in. So those little buggers will be adjustable. You can still get some adjustment out of them, but they literally fit right where the tow hooks were. If we ever have to pull this one out, we just pull it backwards. Don't worry about the tow hooks. And then we got a 20-inch behind the grill there. That was one of our first 20s. So it's got some cobble job brackets in there. But now we have that EMB, as you know, would have made that a much cleaner setup. But right now it's just sitting on some plates. Is what it is. Like I said, this one will kind of show you some of our sins from back in the day. And then tail lights. Let's go this way, Junior. It's muddy over there. You can see we just went with a cheap tail light. We used to have the VHT, but the police kept yelling at us. So it's got the just cheap eBay tail lights thrown in there. Lambo Exhaust. Back in the day, I really wanted a Lambo. I couldn't afford one, so I just took a old piece of cardboard and I formed up what I thought looked like a Lambo exhaust, brought it to the local metal shop, had them bent and weld something up, straight piped it, just threw a small Flowmaster 40 race pipe in the middle there, muffler, and created Lambo exhaust. It's sweet, Junior, it's sweet. This entire truck is Scorpion Bedliner. We originally had it plasti dipped, but we wanted to make it more forever. And we also wanted to hide some of the rust that was sneaking through. I can tell you that that didn't work very well. But the good news is even with Bedliner, you can come back and put plasti dip over the rust. And eventually it'll be like 4 inches thick, but it's awesome. These are our fender bolts. So when I first got this truck, I was trying to make it beefier looking. So I tried to go get some Fender Flares, found out they don't exist. The only thing you can buy is some weird little strip. So I just said, well, I want to make it look like there's flares or something. So I thought about putting bolts in here, but when I did it, I said the hell with it and bought the absolute biggest bolts I could buy at the hardware store that were only 2 inches long, drilled holes through all of my fenders and body, put silicone RTV on there and literally threaded these bolts in. So it was a one-time deal. You definitely had to get it right the first time. I think I measured about 11 times and drilled once, because I was using a speed bit as well, so you really had to pay attention to how deep you went with it. But now I got big bolts in my fenders. Same thing with the grill. I tried to find a grill for this 5 years ago, didn't exist. I wanted a rivet style. So again, I went to the hardware store, bought the absolute largest stainless steel Allen bolt head hardware that they sold, and I laid out a pattern, drilled through my entire grill, threaded all of these in. Holds the grill on really nice now, but when you do have to take the grill out, you got to take 5,000 Allen head bolts out because they're actually into some of the frame. So that's super awesome. It's got 20% tint in the rear. The police had us put 35% up front. It's still not entirely legal, but they felt better. And it's got a 5% banner up top. Used to have a roof mount bar. I can show you what it looks like. It's got the tow mirrors, also Scorpion linered. You can see that when we had them do the Scorpion liner over at Premier Auto and Brilliant, they even did all of the door jambs, all of the doors. So it's really well done. They did a killer job on it. But I used to have the roof mounts. So you can see some of those sins up here, but because we filled them with silicone and put the hardware in, no harm, no foul. So you can actually remove those roof mounts and have no leftover consequences. Inside, we've got the Rough Tough gator and black leather seats. Those have been in there for about 4 years. Show almost no wear. Still fit super tight. Big fan of these. Still running a lot of these in a lot of vehicles. We've got kicker speakers, replaced all the factory ones all the way around. The gauge cluster is from Repair My Gauge. I think it's repairmygauge.com or something. But that's a complete replacement. So I sent him my gauge cluster, which had wore out motors and all sorts of problems. And they actually repair all the motors. They put the new faceplate in there. They did the blue needles like I wanted and the blue backlighting. I think it was like 300 bucks or something like that. And it turned out awesome. Definitely updated the truck and fixed all the problems I had anyways. And then you can see we've got a navigation head unit in there from my buddy Jeff Clear over in Ohio. Hooked me up with that back in the day. If you look up, Junior, you'll see that I actually took the entire headliner out. So the entire headliner is suede. And if you feel up in here, there are custom offsets logos underneath there. We were supposed to give it an embossed look, but apparently I didn't make them big enough for it to show the detail. But I know they're there and that's all that matters. You break the camera, Junior? I won't tell anybody if you don't. Okay, we're back. Junior got in a little fight with the camera, but I think we won. In the back, you can see same thing. It's got the pullover Rough Tough seat covers. It's got a pair of 10s underneath the seat. I think that's it for interior. What am I missing, Junior? All sorts of fun stuff. There's a lot of little stuff too, probably not worth mentioning. It's got the 5.3 with a 200,000 miles on it, so it should go another $250,000. I think that's it, Junior.
I think we got it pretty good.
It's got 65,000 gallons of paint on the frame because every single spring I've added more and more and more and more black paint. I would say we've been able to keep her pretty clean over the years. Never stored, always run, left outside for months. She's a real trooper. That is the CO Avalanche. Her name is Stance, according to her plates. It's big, it's badass, it's all black, it's Scorpion Bedliner. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you come watch us. Custom Offsets on YouTube. Peace.